Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Cat's Cottage. I got me a cup of coffee, nice and hot this morning. How is everybody doing? Got my timer set there. Um, Thank you for those compliments on my hair, the hair I had. I actually went to several beauty shops, made the appointment, sat down. They was about to put the scissors on it, and I said, "Up, I'm gone." Until finally, I cut it myself. I made a ponytail and I whacked it off. Um, I had grown that hair and I was going to keep it. Uh, but my husband had to go in for surgery. And I guess the emotion of that, of them taking his heart out of his chest, uh, I just lost a lot of hair. I mean, I was like bald up there. And I didn't want to have a bald head and long hair. I thought, well, I could keep a cap on, and I got disgusted. So I cut it off. It was an emotional thing, and then I saw sprigs sticking up everywhere, and for a while it had darkened. It was darker than it was before. Um, but and then he went in for the second surgery, and my hair started falling out again. So I got some grew back, but I got what's left. But yeah, I just like to hear from the ladies that still, they have grown their hair long and kept it, no matter what age you are. I had, and for the life of me, I don't know whose relative she was. I tried to think of it. I know how she looks, and I think she's a grandma, one of the grandmas. But I remember as a little bitty thing. Now, while we were over there where she was, I don't know. She was, living with the family, and they kept telling me, "Don't hurt her. Don't get off of her. You're too rough. You're so rough. You're going to break her bones." She would she'd sit down, and I loved her to death. And she had long hair. And when she'd walk down the hall, I'd run behind her, little bitty girl running behind her. And she had hair, and it was on the floor, dragging. And I guess that must have imprinted something, but I've had long hair from time to time. And then I've had really short hair. Uh, I never shaved my head, but I came close when I ran a race in uh, what was that? Calgary. Yeah, Calgary. I ran a marathon there, and Calgary Stampede. That was the name of it. That was my first ever marathon to run, and I was running with not with, but near a girl, and she had a trainer with her, helping her. And she started crying. She said, "I'm not going to make it." And I'm not going to make it. She was going to make the marathon, but she wasn't going to win anything. I wasn't going to beat me. And I actually stepped back and let her go across the line before me, finishing line. And come to find out in the party later that we had, in the ceremony, she got third place. And I thought, uh-oh, was I supposed to? My husband was furious when I told him about me letting her go in front of me. He was furious. Yeah, we came all this way and you stepped aside and let somebody go in front of you. Well, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was even close to any kind of award, you know. But anyway, uh, I remember that. Um, why am I talking about that this morning? I don't know. I was going to talk about the long hair, but I buzzed it off. That's what it was. Uh, but after that, I buzzed my hair off, and then I went to another race in Kiawah Island and won that race. So then I was able to go to Boston and run there. And by the time I got to Boston, I was a blonde, and it had started growing out. And the week before, I looked at my hair and I don't like that, you know. So I took a shaver and shaved it off. I'm not talking about shave. I'm talking about, you know, it had an extension on it, and I made it real short, and I colored it dark brown like my maiden hair. And anyway, all my friends said, "We couldn't find you." I said, "Well, I colored my hair just before I went in there." And they were like, "Oh, no." They had all been watching the race on the TV trying to find me. And I said, "I'm sorry. I guess I should have told y'all." But I didn't even think about it, you know. Um, I wanted my final picture to be with dark hair running. But anyway, I think that was the last I had of my blonde hair. That may have been the last. No, wait, I did it a little later on. Went to a award ceremony in a sports. I got a sports award for all my accomplishments, and I made my hair blonde, but it was real short. You know, it was real short. Uh, but that's probably the last blonde I was. Yeah. Uh, my hair grows extremely fast, and it was just too hard to keep up coloring it. I was just coloring it and buying color and going to color and color because within a week it'd be up there, and it looked terrible. And when my hair started turning white, well, that was the end of it. I mean, you couldn't have dark hair with white roots. You know, it just wasn't going. But anyway, I appreciate y'all looking at my hair. It is a compliment. It is an award. It's hard to grow. You know, it's hard to keep from cutting it, put it that way. And once I start cutting, I don't stop, you know. Um, but I thank y'all. It didn't get as many lookers as I thought it'd get. So it's just something women these days just don't grow. You know, they just don't do it. I can remember I had long hair. Still had long hair. And I wore a bun at the back of my head when I went to church. And it was like they couldn't stand it. They just had to know, you know, they just couldn't stand it. They had to know how long it was, or why did I wear that old fashioned hairdo and all that stuff. And I remember one time I had braided it, and oh, I went to the Baptist church, and oh, they talked about me something terrible. Said, yeah, I'm not supposed to braid my hair. And I thought, you know, I don't, ladies, I'm sorry. I've never heard such garbage. Oh, I remember one time I was sitting in the church seat, you know, during the service, and I used to wrap my hair without anything because once your hair gets really long, you don't need pins and clips. Oh, I gotta go. You just wrap it around, and then you stick it through, and it stays. Well, I was sitting there. I had you know, right about here. I was sitting there, and all of a sudden there was there was a couple behind me, a man and lady young, and all of a sudden my hair decided to take off. It shot out and went all the way down back of my seat, and young man back there. Oh, wow. Well, what's going on? Oh, that was truly funny. And yeah, I turned around and said, I'm sorry. And he said, it didn't hurt me, but it startled me. I didn't know what was coming out of your head. But anyway, enough about that, I guess. I'm gonna go out today. I said that yesterday and I didn't go anywhere. I didn't do anything. I barely moved around all day. I did cook later, but I didn't hardly do anything. But uh I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna go out today. Uh so thank all of y'all so much. You're really nice. Oh, nice people. Um that's what keeps me going. Otherwise I just shut it off, really. Um as hard as I work, it doesn't seem like I gain anything ever. So I guess it's just the experience now, isn't it? So, but I'll let you go. My timer's gone and I better get. So, y'all have a good day. And I might get back with you. And if I buy anything or go anywhere, it is a discount day. Might go over there. Like I've said before, I really want to get back to the hardware store for those seeds. So all my stuff is up outside. Every bit of it. It's like that. So I'm excited, and I gotta get busy out there and fix them. Gotta give them a little wind protection from the cold. So anyway, I better go. Y'all have a good day. Bye bye.